We take a moment to recognize a remarkable achievement. Our class valedictorian is this year's recipient of a special award from the Commission on Higher Education. To honor this, please direct your attention to the screen for a short video presentation.
Busak. Tawagin. Nara diri. My God, kailan ko nakusugod lang.
The Commission on Higher Education Unified Student Financial Assistance System for Tertiary Education. May I call on the Regional Director for the Commission on Higher Education, represented by Mr. Ami Saavedra, Education Supervisor 2, for the awarding of the certificate. The certificate, Republic of the Philippines, Office of the President, Commission on Higher Education, presents this Certificate of Achievement to Kate Lindsay Montes Claros, in recognition of outstanding academic performance and as a beneficiary of the programs under the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, RA 10931. The Unifast Academic Excellence Award recognizes your achievements throughout your educational journey. This certificate is given on 19th day of June 2025. Signed, Attorney Ryan L. Esteves, BPA, OIC Executive Director for Unifast. Now, to deliver her valedictorian address, let us all give a big hand to our class valedictorian, Miss Kate Lindsay Montes Claros.
Good evening to our guest of honor and commencement speaker, Honorable Amino Pangandaman, the Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management, members of the Board of Regents, our University President, Dr. Rolin C. Dagil, Vice Presidents, Deans, Directors, faculty members, parents and guardians, friends and loved ones, and of course, to my fellow graduates. Every milestone begins with a greeting, and today, it is simply this. Hi. I wish I said that more often. It's such a simple word, isn't it? But lately, I've been thinking about all the times I rushed and missed the opportunities to get to know people, appreciate moments, and recognize miracles, all because I was so focused on reaching the next thing. The next deadline, the next success, the next affirmation. I was always chasing something that eventually it caught up to me. Often in our lives, especially in our age, we tend to do all things fast. And let's not even start talking about how heavy the pressure is of being someone who's supposed to have it all together, who's supposed to know what they want to pursue in life. And it's always a 2x speed of everything. But today, on this stage, surrounded by stories and souls that made it this far, I just really want to pause and say, hi to all of you, your stories, and to this moment. Take a look around for a second. Guys, we've come this far, and it's not something that we should celebrate in a 2x-speed manner. Today, I get to stand here, not because I'm the best, not because I'm the smartest, and definitely not because I am the standard of success. Please don't mistake this microphone or this podium as a pedestal. I am not the standard, I am just one story. And when you look around you, the people to your left and right, they all carry something sacred. They all have something that kept them going. Something that made them stronger for everything that came their way to reach this day. Right now, I can say that I am a privileged student, and I have been given the platform to really focus on academics. But it wasn't always like that. I've experienced abundance, but also scarcity. Times when physical, mental, and emotional health could not be a priority because of the lack of finances, resources, and peace of mind. I cannot imagine how many of us here share similar experiences, or even much worse. Because we are all a sea of stories, and whenever I meet someone, I always tend to think of them that they are a new book with a different story. And no book is exactly the same. No ending is predictable. Some people are loud and colorful, others are quiet and steady. Some are still rewriting their chapters of healing and hope. Their pages may be ripped or worn, yet each one holds a story far deeper than its cover. As we often say, don't judge the book by its cover. And if people are books, then this gym is a living library. But too often, we only celebrate the best books, the ones placed on display, polished, and praised. We forget that some of the most powerful stories are hidden in the quiet corners waiting to be seen. And you might think that it's obnoxious of me to say that while standing here in front of you, and I totally understand. And that's exactly my point. When I started my education, I already noticed that during recognitions, only the honor students are being called in front or receiving a special medal or certificate. And there are even times when students who are not honors, they don't even come to these celebrations anymore. And when I recognized how the battlefield works, I made sure to beat it every single time. And it looked easy to some, but was it easy? Definitely not. With this, I saw that everyone is required to be in a battlefield, even when they are not equipped to fight, even if they are born to be in a different path. It is a requirement of the worldly life. And during this journey, I began to see stories that unfolded, that were exposed, that were crying for help, but no one recognized them unless they're an honor student or the one being rewarded. And this isn't to diminish anyone's achievement, but to acknowledge that the playing field is far from equal, and still we all persisted. So this might seem like a very narrow-minded way of seeing things, but sometimes it is unintentional, and only because we got used to it. Society molded itself to use this as the standard. But let's try to reward that, because some of the most meaningful victories are not found in medals or grade point averages. I realized that they're found in what was sacrificed off stage. But don't get me wrong, Wearing the medal that I worked so hard for is such a blessing. But what matters to me more today, which I want to share to everyone, is that today is a celebration of everything we lost and gained that no one else knows in order to be called a graduate. Because not all sacrifices and victories burn on public altars. Some were whispered in the midnight hours when we're cramming for an activity, an exam, or thesis manuscript, or our assignments and laboratory reports. And some happened when a student leader led people while they're grieving for something, or they're emotionally unstable but still got the work done. When you got to classes, even after a heartbreak, a family breakdown, or even through anxiety and panic attacks, that's victory. When you chose to let go of all the burdens and responsibilities for a day or even a week because you just couldn't find the strength to get up in bed, that's victory. When you counted all your coins to see if you can still get to school, not even minding if you can still eat, and then going to classes on an empty stomach, that's victory. And when you had to compromise and choose between school or work and you don't know what else to do, well, you made it here today, and that's your victory. Most of us wore smiles in the daylight, but wrestled with doubt, anxiety, depression, insecurities, and burdens at night. I want to use this opportunity to celebrate our sleepless nights, the late night prayers, our nights that are flooded with our tears, the responsibilities we had to carry, and the times where we lost faith, and yet we showed up. That's what my mom always says. No matter what happens, just show up. Not for applause, not to be recognized, but because deep down we know that what we're building will pay off and will make us stronger. To my fellow graduates, there might be times where you feel unseen and unrecognized, even when you already gave everything, more than what was asked of you. Let me tell you that we are seen, not by people, but by the one who sees in secret, the one who truly matters. As Matthew chapter 6 verse 4 reminds us, your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So none of those labor was wasted. Even when you're just barely trying to survive another day, it got you here today. So yes, let's keep going. Let's keep loving even when it's costly. Keep giving even when it's unfair. Keep forgiving even when we're always misunderstood. Because you don't know whose page is being ripped into shreds today. And that small act of kindness might be the glue that they needed. So to those who balanced exams with part-time jobs to support themselves and their families, to those who finished projects after breakdowns, to those who doubted themselves but still dared to dream again, this celebration is yours. To those who never won an award but were always the friend everyone could count on, to those who held others in prayer while quietly struggling in silence, and to those who gave their best, unseen and unthanked, this celebration is yours. To our parents, who constantly battle their problems and our problems as well, who believed in us and defended us when the world was against us. To my mama and baba, I may be the one wearing this robe and medal, but I would not be able to do it without the foundation that you built. Through love, sacrifice, sleepless nights, literally, silent and loud prayers, for being my steady ground and my soft place to land. To all the parents, families, and guardians, this celebration is yours too. On behalf of the Banawa class of 2025, Daghang salamat. As we go from this place with diplomas in hand and the world ahead, I pray that we carry these lessons deeply. That society's standard of success is not the measure of your life, faithfulness is. That you are not defined by your titles, but by the love and courage you give away in secret. That even when no one is watching, God is. Also, let us be the generation who learns to be present. So, wherever life takes you, don't forget to pause long enough to say, hi, to smile at strangers, to celebrate small wins, to hug tighter, forgive quicker, and choose purpose over fame. To the graduates of the Banawa class of 2025, we made it by the grace of God. Congratulations to the achievers and overcomers, the dreamers and living testimonies, for finishing a chapter and beginning calling. Your story is not yet over. Design your book by your own truth, because today your life begins. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Hilak ka sa tanaw.
Kakar na siya sa chat. Kaya ginapan mo sa yan. May award sa chat.
Sige ma'am, thank you ma'am.
To express loyalty to Caraga State University, may I call the class salutatorian to lead the pledge of loyalty to the alma mater, Ms. Jocelyn G. Antolihao.